Hey everyone, this is Steve from Average Joe's Fantasy Football, and I'm back with another mock draft video to finalize these mock draft videos for you guys this week. Most of you have probably already done your drafts, or you're starting to go through those drafts, and hopefully these videos have helped you guys out, and of course we'll continue to help you out. We will be dropping our start-sit videos this week. Super excited that football is about 3 or 4 days away right now, depending on when you guys watch this video. And we got our waiver wires, if there are any, and then obviously possible trade questions if you guys have any for us. So we got some great videos coming up. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you guys will get video notifications like this, and of course our future ones. If you guys do have questions, hit us in the comments down below, or of course follow us on our socials, Twitter and Instagram. You can always hit us up in the DMs. Okay, so now we're in the 11th spot in the PPR 12-man league. We're going to jump right into this. All right, so that way you guys don't waste any time. We are in the 11th spot. This is typically where you're going to see a lot of the lower tiered RB1s, maybe higher tiered wide receiver ones, depending on how you draft. Now, for me, in the PPR league, running back is still king. I don't care what you say about the receiver position, as much as the receivers are a big part of winning your championships. You still got to get some running backs. Okay, so you see running backs go off the board pretty quickly here. Barclay again, always a little bit of a surprise. A lot of people aren't really sure. He is expected to be possibly playing week 1, so that's some good news for him, especially for those who have been unsure of what to do with him. So if you look at the running back positions left, I'm actually going to go with Aaron Jones in the 11th spot. He's been falling towards the end, and I actually like Aaron Jones a lot. And again, like my previous videos, and actually one of my leagues I've done, I went Aaron Jones, and then the swing around, I went Najee Harris. Okay, Najee Harris is another great option to go after to get 2 solid RB1s for your team to really set yourself up to have that good foundation. Now we can focus on a good backup flex, or flex for running back, or obviously some receivers, because obviously you're going to see a lot of the tight ends go, a lot of the top tier quarterbacks go. So no surprise there. All right, so you look at the running backs here. You got James Robinson, Swift, Sanders, Henderson. I like those options. You look at receivers. McLaurin, Julio Jones, Amari Cooper. I love going after Terry McLaurin here. Terry McLaurin's going to be a great option on the wide receiver spot. And I could obviously go Amari Cooper, who I really love, or I could go another running back. And I'm going to go another running back. Look, receivers are somebody you can absolutely get later on, the 5th, 6th round, and still produce our, wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 numbers for you. I've got a wide receiver 1 in Terry McLaurin. I've got 2 wide receiver 1s, running back 1s, and Aaron Jones and Najee Harris. Might as well finish it off with a James Robinson, who could obviously be a good flex, and of course a bye week fill, right? So that's a great steal for me getting in the 4th round. James Robinson is an absolute stud for that. So obviously, again, continue to see the top tight ends going. Andrews, Pitts, Hockenson. So I'm not going to go tight end yet because these guys I can get later in the draft. Quarterbacks, look, I like these guys a lot. Might possibly go Justin Herbert. You look at the running back options. Obviously, I'm pretty filled at the 3rd. I don't necessarily need a running back right now, so it's looking at wide receiver options. I'm not going to go Jamar Chase. I like Deontay Johnson a lot. And so with that said, being the wide receiver 1, I don't care what you think about Juju or Chase Claypool, Deontay Johnson is their wide receiver 1. All right, so I'm going to go him. I'm actually going to take a chance to go Michael Thomas, just because Michael Thomas is expected to be 6th or 7th week, right, going into the season possibly. And I think he's got a lot to prove. And him and Jameis Winston are actually going to be a great duo when he does become healthy. So I like that. I'm not risking too much. I got my 2 wide receivers. Michael Thomas is a great steal in the 6th round. And I actually did that in one of my leagues, is I got Michael Thomas actually in the 13th round. A lot of people just kind of forgot and just didn't really want to risk it. For me, I'm all about risking it for the biscuit, all right? Michael Thomas is an absolute stud there, and I'll go after that 100% of the time. So you're looking at the quarterback positions. Again, I have wide receivers. I have running backs. I don't have tight end yet, but again, I'll get one of those later. I like these guys here. You look at some running back options. You got Damian Harris is a great option, right? Maybe a James Conner, possibly, right, to kind of help fill. But I actually like the wide receiver spots. I actually like Robbie Anderson a lot here. Robbie Anderson had over 90 catches last year. He's got a great rapport with Sam Darnold when he was playing for the Jets. I like Robbie Anderson a lot. So that, for me, is a good pickup to, again, fill in bye weeks until Michael Thomas is back. So I've got my 3rd receiver, and then obviously when Michael Thomas comes back, it's going to be even better. So I like going after that. Now I can look at maybe possibly a tight end, quarterback. For me, again, I like these guys. I like some of these guys like Damian Harris, Carter. Tight end, not completely sold. I can go a little bit later. So I'm actually going to fill out the rest of my roster and go Ryan Tannehill, who I think is going to be an absolute stud this year. A lot of people are sleeping on him. I have him on one of my top 10 rankings as far as quarterbacks this upcoming season. He had one of his best seasons last year, over 40 touchdowns combined with passing and rushing. So I expect that to continue, especially with the fact that you're going to have Julio Jones plus A.J. Brown to throw to. Absolutely going to be amazing for Ryan Tannehill. So I love that part. We're going to get backups here. I'm not going to go after, running back. This is where I'm going to go to tight end because you see a lot of the tight ends kind of drop. Now, I'm not getting a stud tight end, and I understand that. But for me, I like what I have here, that I can obviously have a tight end that may not be a top tier. So I'm actually going to go Tyler Higbee for the Rams. I think he's going to do really well. I think he's going to kind of fill in that like Hawkinson for, Matthew Stafford. So I like Higbee a lot, even though he's not a top tier, and that's okay. So I've got 4 receivers. I've got 3 running backs. So now I'm going to fill out the rest of the depth. I'm going to go Corey Davis here. Corey Davis is going to be an absolute stud look, I know he only caught a little over 60 balls last year, but that was opposite of A.J. Brown. But I think he's going to grow even further, and that's why he got the contract that he did for the New York Jets. So I'm not afraid of it. He's one of my sleepers going into this season. He's one of my top, wide receivers, especially where he's being drafted. So I like Corey Davis there. So now all my receivers are filled out. I can get another running back or 2 if I want to. Obviously, I can get another tight end, maybe a quarterback if I really want to, because you could obviously fill those out. Maybe a Justin Fields, maybe a Trey Lance, kind of nice fillers later on. I actually like going after Tony Pollard here. Again, no one wishes any injuries, but if worst case scenario, Tony Pollard had to step in because of Ezekiel Elliott either being hurt or whatever the case may be, Tony Pollard actually can do a really great job, so I like him there. I'm actually going to fill another quarterback. I'm going to go Justin Fields. Look, I know he's not the starter. Andy Dalton's got the job, but let's be honest. Justin's probably going to get this job probably week 3 or 4. I hate to say it. As a Cowboys fan, I saw Andy Dalton last year. I'm just telling you what it's going to be like in Chicago. So Justin Fields is a great option to have as a backup, and I think he's going to be very explosive this upcoming season. He looked really good in the preseason, and I just think they're a little cautious over there, okay? Don't agree with what they're doing, a little cautious. So I can get another tight end like a Jared Cook. I like him. Cole Kmet, really like him. Get another running back. McKissick's really good. I like him a lot. James White, So I'm not really sold on these guys. So I'm actually going to fill another tight end spot and actually go Cole Kmet. I like Cole Kmet a lot. He's got a lot of potential, and especially if Justin Fields happens to come into the league and actually start really playing well, right? So we go Denver Broncos again. Every time you guys watch these videos, I love Denver. I think they've got a great defense going into the season. Not really sure how their offense is going to perform to help keep them off the field. But that secondary, that pass rush is going to help them really hopefully get you some turnovers, sacks, things like that, some big plays for you guys. Help really fill out the rest of the team. Obviously, go kicker. I love Robbie Gould a lot. He's going to be solid this upcoming season for San Francisco. He's always been Mr. Consistent. So I like him a lot. So let me know how you guys felt about the draft. This is the 11th spot. It's a little bit tougher, a little different how you have to kind of draft these guys. A lot of it, again, I still take the strategy running back in the beginning, especially in that 11th spot, then fill out the rest of your team. I feel like I got some good players, especially later on, like a Corey Davis. I got maybe a Justin Fields or a Cole Kmet at the tight end spot, so I really like what I've got there. Let us know how you guys feel about your drafts. Let us know what we maybe could have done differently in this video, right? Let us know where you've probably drafted somebody. Again, if you have questions, hit us in the comments down below. Or follow us on our socials and hit us in the DMs there. I know a lot of people are asking trade questions, or maybe they should make some waiver wire changes already into the season. Or if you have questions about the draft, please feel free to let us know in the DMs or comments. Again, if you love this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification bell. We're going to be dropping videos this whole week into the NFL season, and obviously multiples every single week while the season's going on to help you guys win this week. And I'll catch you guys next time.